Hey everyone! Shortly after the conclusion of the Hololive Fest in March this year, there was an announcement that there will be an Afterfest. This Afterfest is sort of like a recap of the fest, but instead it's on like a much smaller scale. They display many panels and decorations that were in the fest, and on top of that, there are various goods both sold in the fest as well as the goods that were made for this Afterfest as well. There are 6 locations in total, all happening at different times from late May all the way to early August. So this is a tour starting from Tokyo, then to Miyagi, Osaka, Saitama, Aichi, and then lastly to Fukuoka. And here are the times for each of their prefectures, so there's like a 1 week down period between each of the locations. I presume that to set up things and all that. They should still be on the tour when I release this video, but heads up for those who are interested, the first 2 days of each of the tour locations, so no matter like if it's Saitama or if it's like Fukuoka, the first 2 days of the events is all like reservation only, so you can't just show up and go in. However, all the other dates after the first 2 days are free entry, so you could go whenever you want, and the whole event is free. Also, just a side note, the reservation period is all over already, so you can't really get the reservation slot anymore. So for me, I found the time to attend the Tokyo one, which was held in Shibuya. Honestly for me, I'm super excited for this Afterfest because although I live in Japan, I had no luck getting any of the tickets to attend the expo session of the fest, but with the Afterfest, I was able to see many of the decorations as well as the panels that I didn't get a chance to see before. There's another good section for the panels, but before we go there, I just want to show some of the close-up of the panels that I like, whether it's like my oshi or the talents I like, or just some of the talents that left interesting messages. There's one last section to the exhibition, which is the goods area. Because I went on the last day of the Tokyo exhibition, a lot of goods already sold out. Very briefly going over the goods, we have the postcard campaign here, which if you purchase over 3,000 yen worth of goods, you could get a free random postcard of one of the designs down here. And it's separated by each like region or like prefectures. So Tokyo, you could get these designs, Miyagi here, Osaka, Saitama, Aichi, and then Fukuoka. And as for the goods, we have acrylic stands, we have these spinning acrylic stands, cam badges, key holders. We also got A5 clear files, stickers, SNS style clear card. We also got some tapestry, and lastly we got the cheese rice crackers as well as some candies here. These are all the new goods designed for this Afterfes, but they're also selling some goods that are not listed on this website, which is like some of the past goods from the expo. Granted, from what I saw, pretty much all of the past goods from the expo were pretty much mostly sold out when I went because it was the last day. So for the new goods design made for the Afterfes, there are 10 talents here, and for each prefecture there are 2 girls that represents them, with the exception of Tokyo, which shares the same girl as Saitama, because these 2 prefectures are next to each other. I believe the theme is that they're holding food that is connected to the prefecture that they're representing, but I'm not too familiar with each of the prefecture, what they're famous for, so I can't really elaborate too much on it. For Miyagi, we got Subaru and Miko. Osaka, we got Shishiwata pairing with Botan and Watame. Saitama and Tokyo, we got Kanata and La Paz. As for Aichi, we got Fubuki and Marin. And lastly, for Fukuoka, we got Raden and Noel. I think the Regalas girls are still kinda new to Hololive, so this might be the first time that there's a collab for Raden for an event, which she's part of the representing member. And even though the girls are split into different groups representing different prefectures, I believe you can still buy any of their goods regardless of where you attend. For example, the Watame goods are not limited to those going to the Osaka Afterfes. So you could buy it in Tokyo, you could buy it in Aichi, it doesn't matter where you are. From my past experience, sometimes collabs do that. They make it so limited so you have to visit each of the locations if you want all the different goods. But for this one, there's no limit on that. And lastly, here are the couple of items that I picked up from the shop. So we got the Subaru acrylic stand as well as the Watame acrylic stand. And it costed 1,650 yen each. Subaru being one of my oshi, I'll always pretty much try to pick up all the acrylic stands I can, unless I don't like the pose or the outfit. And as for Watame, I thought her facial expression is super adorable. And she's holding candies, but I'm not too sure what that has to do with Osaka. And because these 2 purchases added up to over 3,000 yen, I also got a free random postcard here in which I pulled the Watame and Botan one. So my luck with the sheep strikes again. You can also see they gave us the official Afterfes plastic bag as well to bring our goods home. It's just printed with their logo, but yeah, nothing else too special about it. So I just opened both of them up. The packing plastic was pretty poor quality, but the acrylic stand itself was fine. I don't see any differences. It's just a regular acrylic stand. Although I do note it's the printed on, so you could potentially scratch it off. I think one more thing I should mention is like the printed quality isn't that good. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but the art looks really pixelated. But yeah, if that's something you're concerned about, I would avoid buying this acrylic stand. But otherwise, it's just a regular acrylic stand. The base itself, it's just got the prefectures that they're representing. So you got Miyagi and Osaka. Thank you for watching. This was a fairly small event, but very accessible throughout Japan because they go to most of the major cities at some point on the tour. I think it's very nice of them to give fans a chance to see the panels and decorations in person because of how hard it is to get the tickets to the expo. And on top of that, the exhibition was free itself, so it was kind of like if you just find like free time during the period, you could just head there if you're a fan of Hololive. I just hope they'll find a way to accommodate all the fans who want to go to the expo next year because of the little amount of supply of the ticket last year. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video and want to see more Hololive or VTuber related content, I greatly appreciate your support if you could press the subscribe button. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.